If you are someone who travels internationally or domestically at least once a year, there are two programs that you should be enrolled in. So in today's video, I will tell you more about these two programs that will give you access to expedited security lines at various airports. I will also tell you how to get free access to these programs as well. So make sure to watch today's video to the very end. Hey guys, it's Bella. How are you? Hope everyone is doing well. Now, if you are new to my channel, I first want to tell you welcome. And now, before I jump into this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when my future videos are posted on YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about two travel programs that are offered here in the United States. I will first give you a high-level review of the actual application processes, and then I will actually tell you which credit cards you can sign up for that will help reduce the application fees to $0. Now, the first program that I'm going to talk about today is called Global Entry. Now, Global Entry is a program that allows travelers who are deemed low risk by the United States government access to expedited security lines when they're entering the United States from traveling abroad. Now, in my experience, when you are entering the United States and going through customs, the Global Entry kiosk lines tend to be so much shorter, and it has definitely saved myself and my family tons of time when traveling back into the United States. So just a quick sidebar, citizens and lawful residents of the United States are eligible to apply for this program. Citizens of the following countries are also eligible to apply:
Argentina, Colombia, India, the United Kingdom, Germany, Panama, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland, and Taiwan. Mexican nationals are also eligible to apply, and then Canadian citizens and residents can receive Global Entry benefits through the Nexus program and would have to apply for that program separately.
Now, if you are interested in applying for this program, you will first have to submit an online application. I'll actually put a link to the website here and also in the description box below. Now, once you submit the application, you will have to pay a non-refundable fee of $100. And now later on in this video, I'll tell you how you can actually get this application fee reduced to $0. Now, once you submit your application, a very thorough background check will be completed. Now, once the background check is complete, you will receive a letter in the mail notifying you either 1, that your application was conditionally approved, or 2, that your application was denied. Now, if your application does happen to be denied, you can file an appeal. But now, if your application is conditionally approved, you will then be prompted to schedule an in-person interview at a local enrollment center. Now, before submitting an application, I would highly suggest going on the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency's website to see where the nearest enrollment center is to your home or to where you work. Because if the nearest center is like 4 to 6 hours away, you may decide that you don't want to actually make the travel to go to the interview. But another option that you do have is that you can do something called enrollment upon arrival. Now, this is a program where you can actually complete your interview when you're entering the United States from traveling abroad. Now, this only applies if you are traveling into an international terminal. Now, if you want to learn more about this enrollment on arrival program, I'll actually put it in the description box below. In my experience, the in-person interview only lasts about 10 to 15 minutes long, so it's not a very long process. Now, during the interview, the officer will ask you various questions, basically to verify what you entered in your online application. They will also take your photo and scan your fingerprints. Now, at the end of the interview, the officer will let you know whether or not your application is officially approved. Now, once you are approved for Global Entry, you will receive a membership card in the mail. And the other bonus is that if you are approved for Global Entry, you will automatically receive TSA PreCheck benefits as well. Now, the second program that I want to talk about today is called TSA PreCheck. Now, TSA PreCheck is a U.S. government program that allows low-risk travelers to access expedited security lines when traveling through various airports within the United States. Now, the difference between TSA PreCheck and Global Entry is that TSA PreCheck is used when traveling domestically. So for example, if you are flying from JFK Airport that's located in New York and you're traveling to the Tampa Airport that's located in Florida, you would actually be able to use the TSA PreCheck lines in those airports because you're traveling from one U.S. destination to another. Now, the benefits of using the TSA PreCheck security lines are, one, the wait times are much shorter in those security lines, right? And the other thing is that belts, jackets, and shoes all can stay on. You don't have to take them off like you would in a normal security line. And last but not least, your laptops can stay in their case or laptop bag. When you go through the regular security lines, laptops have to come out of the bag or the case and be put in bins separately. When going through TSA PreCheck, you don't have to worry about that. Now, if you decide that you don't want to apply for global entry, maybe because you don't travel internationally, you can apply for TSA PreCheck separately. Now, the cost for TSA PreCheck is $85. Now, you would have to submit an online application and also pay the $85 fee and then schedule your in-person interview at an enrollment center. Now, if you are interested in applying for a TSA PreCheck membership, I'll put a link to that in the description box below as well. Now, at the appointment, they will conduct a background check, scan fingerprints, and also take a picture. You will receive a notification in the mail within 2 to 3 weeks whether your application was approved or not. You can also check the status of your application online, and I'll put a link to that also in the description box below. Now, once you are approved for TSA PreCheck, you will be issued an ID number called a known traveler number, or KTN. Once you have this number, you'll need to enter it in your online profile with your airline carrier. And once you do this and you book an airline ticket, you will see something on your boarding pass that'll say something like TSA PreCheck or TSA Pre. And that way, when you go to enter the TSA PreCheck line, the ticket agent knows that you are allowed to enter that expedited security line. So now that you know about these two great travel programs, now I want to jump right into the good stuff. So there are a handful of credit cards that will actually give you a reimbursement or credit for the application fees if you use these cards to pay for the online application fee. Now, this is a great benefit because it basically makes the application fees $0. So you get this great travel benefit that won't cost you anything. Now, here's a list of credit cards that offer this benefit.
The Platinum Card by American Express, the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant Card by American Express, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the IHG Rewards Club Premier Card, which is also from Chase, the Capital One Venture Card, and last but not least, the Bank of America Premium Rewards Card.
Now, in order to use this application fee credit, you will have to actually use one of these credit cards to pay for the online application fee. Now, once that fee posts to your credit card account, you will receive a statement credit within 1 to 2 billing cycles. I know, for example, with American Express, they tend to do it within a few days of the cost posting to your account. Doesn't take as long as they say, but that's just my experience. It may differ depending upon what card you use. So if you are someone who travels internationally or domestically at least once a year, you should seriously consider applying for either one or both of these programs. I personally have saved a lot of wait time in airports by having access to expedited security lines. And I feel that this is really crucial if you are someone who travels out of major metropolitan areas like Atlanta, New York, LA, even down in Dallas, right? So you should really consider applying for it because it's only $85 for TSA PreCheck or $100 for global entry, and the memberships are good for 5 years. So it more than pays for itself. The deal is just a little sweeter if you actually use one of the credit cards I mentioned to get the application fees knocked down to $0. So guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and also don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.